All right, welcome to the final part of the Sonic Frontiers playthrough. So, if this were Final Horizon, we'd be fighting the new final boss now. You still have to fight Supreme like this as is, but then you'd be fighting the new final boss, which is arguably worse than the Supreme boss, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm gonna
yeah. Sonic said, "Is that it?" He's just as disappointed by the fight as we are.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Bro, that was easy.
So the section that's coming up is actually exclusive to hard mode. You have to be playing on hard mode in order to get what this is coming. Oh yeah, I've been playing this entire game on hard mode. I melted that Supreme boss fight on hard mode.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know how well it will work on easy or normal, but yeah, you have to. But if you don't want to play through the whole game normal but still want to get to this section here,
I just want to let you guys know.
You can just switch before you fight the Supreme boss fight.
I just want to let you guys know I have not been paying attention to the story of this game.
Oh, well,
And you think we have?
No idea what's going on, but
I mean, the two of you, Caedon and Gavin, haven't even gotten to this part of the game. You haven't even gotten to like the final.
I actually did finish.
Game, bro.
I actually did finish it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't played it at all.
I finished it like a couple months ago after we started recording.
Okay.
And I forgot about that.
It's just called The End.
It would be really funny if it rolled the credits after that shit.
Cliffhanger.
We can end this. Please.
Wait, it ends with a mini game?
It ends with the Ikaruga.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
only if you're playing on hard mode. If you play on any difficulty that's not hard mode, it just puts you in a cutscene and the game finishes.
Yep.
That's really bad.
It's a QTE that you'll see at the end. But yeah, this Ikaruga bullet hell is actually legitimately hard.
Yeah, unfortunately it still looks like a fucking Scott Cawthon game maker game. It looks like PNGs and like it looks like FNAF World, bro.
Bro, don't be mean to FNAF World, bro. It's trying its best.
It also came out like fucking 7 years ago.
True.
It already tried, yeah.
Yeah, you can't even download FNAF World anymore normally.
No, you can't.
So, what is the end? Is it just like...
It's this moon thing here.
Okay, but like, why are we fighting it?
Because it's the main villain of the whole... That was the thing, tricking Sonic into, quote-unquote, tearing down the walls between dimensions.
Okay, but
yeah,
why?
it was basically influencing because the end is saying it in this monologue here is because the ancients, the Coco ancients, locked the end into this prison, and so the only way to break free was to basically
kill the Titans.
Right. Well, yeah, kill the Titans, and seeing Sonic being the only thing able to escape cyberspace at the beginning of the game was like, my opportunity. It's arrived.
Yeah.
So.
It's actually a pretty interesting story, to be honest. It's pretty cool.
But it's a really dumb boss fight.
It is very anticlimactic and strange.
The beam isn't
honestly
coming from like a hole or anything. It's just...
I would take this over what they gave us in the Final Horizon. I legitimately would. Even in the new final boss, you don't get the monologue here.
Yeah, with the update of the game, yeah, they like all this monologue stuff at the end of saying it like got removed from the game.
Right, and it's supposed to be an alternate continuity, meaning the alternate continuity has missing context.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, Sonic Team's great.
I saw a video a while ago. I can't really remember a lot of it. I have to find it again, but I saw a video of someone actually like going through and like analyzing like what the end is like talking about and stuff, and kind of like seeing what a lot of stuff means and stuff like that. Because I guess if you like listen closely, the end actually has like a male and a female voice that are kind of like overlaid on top of each other. And I like I said, I can't remember a whole lot. I just remember him at one point saying that like the male voice and like what it's talking about near the end, because he gets more prominent like in some of the like later things that it's saying. I guess like could be like Mephiles or something.
You mean Memphis, Tennessee?
Yeah.
from Sonic 06?
No, I'm sorry. That's just wishful thinking from Sonic fans.
It is.
I don't believe that for a second.
They really want us to bring back Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, we already have enough of those. A singular city.
Damn, this thing is really shooting at you.
Oh yeah, no, this is legitimately. I was surprised when recording this. I did this on my first try. The capture did hiccup near the end of it, so I was like, "Oh man, that was so cool," but I don't like the hiccup. Let me try to do it again. It dies in like the first fucking hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was amazed that I did this on my first try.
I mean, this is, at least for me anyway, this isn't like super difficult, but that could be because I have experience with bullet hell games.
Sure, yeah. I mean, bullet hell is its own kind of genre, so.
Undertale.
Yeah, exactly. I could beat Sans on my first try.
Undertale.
Sam's.
Sans is actually my
Maybe it's the
favorite
way you're
character.
dressed.
I like how he's self-aware.
You're given 2 lives for this thing.
Yep, and if you die while you're fighting this, you have to do the entire thing all over again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have fun.
That's why it's a hard mode exclusivity. Oops. But whatever. That was the final wave of attacks.
Wait, so you just sit here shooting now?
Yeah, you eventually get to the point where you just can't do any more health to the end, and then a cutscene just plays.
Right here.
Yeah, this is what you would be seeing if you just if you weren't playing on hard mode and you just skipped that entire interaction. You would just get to this part.
They should have just brought out Hypersonic for this. He would have been able to solo that thing.
That's true. That's true. I miss Hypersonic. We need him back.
There were no Super Emeralds though, so.
Yeah, they should add them. They should have added that from DLC.
Oh man, you can't. Yeah, maybe that would have been a better thing. And oh yeah, also, can we appreciate that QTE, how it looked, has never been seen before in the game. That's the first time.
Yeah, that is the first and only time that style of a QuickTime event is ever used in this game.
I hope you don't get confused. Leave it to Sonic Team to not teach you things about the fucking game.
Yeah, I've seen that happen. I've seen like clips of people fighting this, and they get to that like QTE, and they don't realize that it's a QTE, so they just like face plant into the end and have to do the whole fight again.
It's not even the first game to do that type of shit. Halo 4 had like one of the only QuickTime events in the entire game during the final boss fight.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and if you fail it, you just fucking die. I don't think you have to restart it though. But it's super annoying because it's supposed to be like easy. Oh shit! Big boom.
Gaming.
But yeah,
And
it's
that's
like,
time.
Yeah, wow, what a speed run.
What was our final ending time? It couldn't have been more than like 10 minutes.
With Big's Fishing, you could probably do this game in an hour.
If it weren't for all the skips that people found in this game, I legitimately think that fishing with Big would be the strat to finish this really quickly.
Knuckles is spiky Knuckles actually Knuckles, or is that like part of his gloves?
shut up.
I don't think I've ever seen him without gloves on, so I don't know what his hands look like.
Well, I've seen Sonic without shoes on, unfortunately.
Please don't remind me.
Oh man. But yeah, look.
Top 10 hottest
did it.
female Sonic characters.
Shut up! We're watching
I'm also-
the game.
I'm also gonna assume that Starfall is just an infinitely happening thing now.
It could also be classified as hot chick heaven.
God damn it.
That's a real video. Bro, Eggman's gonna go on his villain arc. Oh, wait.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, sad eggy moment.
I feel
Eggy
bad for him, man. I feel so bad for him in this ending.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, like the best thing about the story is like all the character interactions. So like, yeah, look at that fist of attitude there. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Determination. Okay. Well,
Game.
that was Sonic Frontiers.
Best game ever made, right? 10 out of 10.
What did we think of that? How about you go first, Caedon?
Okay, so Frontiers, probably the best game to come out since Generations from the studio, right?
Mhm.
I think everyone can agree on that because it didn't have much competition. At the same time, it very much is a flawed game that does encapsulate some of the right feelings that make it just work. It works. I'll say that openly. I got it on day 1 of launch. Played through like half of it, had to drop it because I was failing my classes. Came back to it and finished it for this while we were doing recording these episodes. I really like it. It's very flawed though, but I'm excited to see. I really hope that they learn lessons from the flaws of this and take those into the next game. It seems that they aren't taking them being with the DLC. But
Right.
They just don't learn.
at the same time, it really feels like they took a Sonic IDW comic and turned it into a game, and I love that. I love the story, how interesting it is. It's just not conveyed very well, in my opinion. But that's my main opinions on the game. Who's up next?
That'd be your brother.
I will go next, Gavin. I don't know. I feel like it is probably the best Sonic game we've gotten in a while, right? Like undoubtedly. But I feel like there's so many things about it where I just look at it and I'm like, oh, it has so many neat ideas, but I just wish it was better. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, okay, so this is a personal thing. This isn't like about the objective quality of the game, but I just don't really like the modern Sonic gameplay loop that much. I don't find it as fun, but that's just me. But other than that, like, I think it innovates. I think it adds a level of like exploration and like different stuff to the game, and there's a lot of like fun interactions. But I feel like a lot of my problem is with the art design. I feel like it isn't nearly as visually appealing as it could be, especially as a Sonic game. Like, a lot of the stuff I was looking at and I was going, this doesn't scream Sonic to me, it screams random guy on Unity made this. I don't know.
That means this game is getting pulled because
Oh yeah.
This game's getting gone. Yeah, I feel like it is better. I just feel like it has a lot of weak points, and I feel like Sonic Team has not really hit their stride with it yet. I feel like they could use some improvement. I feel like they kind of lost themselves, and they're starting to find themselves, but they're not there yet.
right.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah. All right, Carlos.
I don't know. I have fun when I play this, and I don't know. That's mostly what I do with games. Have fun, then either play them again or never play them at all.
So, which category does this game fall under?
I think the second.
I hate Sonic Frontiers.
I know I hate it. It's just that I feel down with it.
That's
All right.
fair.
Yeah. All right, Josh. Well, it managed to save you from not being a Sonic fan anymore.
For now.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the same thing with like Pokemon. It's like every time a Pokemon game comes out, you're like, man, I hope it's like good in any way.
That actually is a pretty good comparison. People always hope the new Pokemon game will be like, man, this one will be good, and then it's the same shit that we've always been getting.
To be
Other than-
fair, this
yeah.
one did pleasantly surprise me a bit. But a good game is not that should not be surprising for your studio.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can we appreciate this cutscene here? I'm gonna use this as more of a time capsule than anything else. This cutscene here is supposed to represent that, like, all the friends have learned such big lessons in their journey throughout this entire game.
Yeah.
And so they're gonna morph into better and different people for the future. So, sticks Sonic Boom's canon. Anyway. Yeah. So this is them saying, like, we're going to be different and go off into broader new horizons, right? So
I mean, we'll see them in the
DLC.
exact same places in the
Let's
next
hold-
game.
Let's hold them. Let's hold them accountable to that. Let's see if they change the formula again in the next modern Sonic game.
This is probably
Oh
the
my
most
God.
animation they put into any of those cutscenes, though.
Yeah, game pretty good. Let's be honest. but
There's also a thing I remember.
not good enough to be one of my favorites.
Let Josh speak, Gavin.
Because when you're talking about how like all of Sonic's friends are supposed to be like changing or evolving, stuff like that, there was a thing a while ago that had a bunch of like Sonic character like descriptions or whatever. I don't know if you heard anything about it, but I guess they got like a lot of like attention and kind of like drama about it or whatever. And I think the main thing about that is because it basically talked about how Amy isn't really like obsessive over Sonic anymore. Like she still loves Sonic, but like that's not like she's not like the obsessive like fangirl anymore or whatever, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's been a thing for a while though. Like they kind of dropped that whole thing that she had in like adventure, in the adventure games and in Sonic Heroes and most of the games. They kind of dropped that in the modern era, and it was gone even. I remember it being gone even around Lost Worlds time and stuff like that.
What was the last game that Amy's been in? When was the last time Amy's been in a game in general?
I mean, it's Generations she wasn't obsessed with.
She has been all the games, but just like they never had like stupid fucking dialogue. Like the last time I think she was like obsessives when she oh my god, she confused Shadow for Sonic, Silver for Sonic, and Werehog for Sonic.
So, yeah, like 06 and Unleashed, like fucking over a decade ago, like fucking 15 years ago.
Yeah, I like the idea of them having the characters change a bit. I hope they don't just, like, in the next game, have them be directly back to their archetypes with no change at all.
Oh, they probably will.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I would like to see all these characters, even Eggman, like be influenced by the development that they've had in this game.
Unfortunately, Eggman, we hoped that about Lost World after Eggman figured out that he was being dumb shit. But he still goes and interacts with divine powers without knowing how to control them. Every single time.
Because he wants power.
Yeah.
What do you want?
For him to be, well, better written. I want them to put Jim Carrey Eggman in the game.
I mean,
because he's
fair,
probably the best
Eggman's-
interpretation of the character in the last
Eggman's
like
original
decade and a
character
half.
was just evil guy number 5, right?
I don't know. He was pretty fucking awesome in the adventure games when he was just this fucking egotistical megalomaniac.
Well, that's fair. But I mean, like, originally, what Eggman was, like, in classic Sonic, he was just a guy who's the villain.
Yeah.
That's true.
So the fact that he has the character he has is still pretty cool. I just wish he would evolve a little bit.
I
Fair
hope
enough.
so too. I hope, like, that's why I use that cutscene as a time capsule. We'll just see where things will go off from here.
Yeah.
And then we go back to get back like to fucking Sonic Forces style riding, where Tails is just helpless and asking for Sonic.
Oh,
God, I grew up on Sonic. I want to see it improve, and I'm glad that they're making some strides. But they've made really good strides in the past, only to go back on them like a year later. Like we got Lost World came out like a year after Generation.
They know that not taking chances will make them money. So
That's fair. That's very fair. It will also lose the, like they probably would have, this game probably would have sold better if Forces had been a better game though. Because people were much more skeptical about buying this
I
game.
feel like the hate
Yeah.
for Forces is probably part of what motivated them to try for this game.
Well, obviously they
maybe.
talked about that. They've talked about that before.
So without Forces, this game would probably be shit too.
Finally, we can be thankful for Forces for doing anything.
Oh my god.
My God, I never thought they'd be able to say, I'm glad they made fucking Sonic Forces.
oh man.
They had to hit rock bottom to come back up.
Can't wait to get to that 10-episode playthrough. I mean,
No, please don't. You can
it'll-
beat that game in
don't-
2 hours.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll adding cutscenes adds another hour, unfortunately. Yeah. Josh, did you say your whole piece?
See, I
I'm
don't
sorry.
think I really said a whole lot, but I mean, just
Oh.
kind of. I mean, yeah, just generally, I really like the game. I like I like all the like ideas they're trying to kind of do for like, because it's supposed to be like the new era of Sonic or whatever and stuff, and like it seems promising. I'm still not gonna 100% expect them to do good for another game, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Now he's gonna meet Mario and they're gonna play in the Olympic Games.
I fucking love those games, man.
Are they like not doing the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games anymore?
They should.
I don't know.
I think they stopped.
I think
they had a
they
release in
released one.
2020.
Did they release one for the previous Olympics?
Yeah, they did.
For 22's Winter
we don't
Olympics?
know if they're continuing it until 2024.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we'll just have to wait.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was, but I remember
We
like
didn't let Ethan say his piece on the game. Fuck.
It's fine. We can keep going still.
Oh, that's true. We can keep going.
Yeah,
We can keep going as long as we
It's
want.
called an.
imagine we have like an hour-long
called
final
editing.
episode.
You can put
It's called.
you can put a funny little picture of
Make the credits just keep repeating throughout this movie.
Yeah, we.
you repeat. You make the credits repeat, but you replace every single name with fucking Roger Craig Smith for no reason.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
what I
Ethan,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on the game?
What I could do for this part right now, do the entire Sonic Forces playthrough, and it'll be over by the time I'm done.
True. And that's how long you need to talk about this game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, no. As the one that recorded it, this game is legitimately fun. It really is. This game has a very, very addictive gameplay loop by just going through all the jungle gym obstacle courses throughout all the islands and stuff. It has the Breath of the Wild kind of non-linear level design, but with the Mario Odyssey progression system, which weaving those two together has made for a beautiful experience, I think. But it is still very, very rough around the edges, because I really like a lot of this game's directions. But the actual coding and construction of it, I have a lot of problems with. I think it's the most coding problems I've ever experienced with a Sonic game, actually. So,
Yeah,
I will
made the comparison to like Breath of the Wild can be glitched pretty hard. So can Mario Odyssey, but those games felt put together, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
to an extent that's like beyond pretty much any Sonic game. Like Mario Odyssey feels just seamless in every way. And I feel like this game doesn't quite get that. I don't know. I wasn't the one playing it, but it looks like it isn't quite there yet.
Yeah, no, like, because Mario Odyssey is, it's very fluid, whereas
It's like
this
the
game-
best 3D platformer ever.
Yeah. Whereas this game is freaking, I will never forgive them for not fixing the pop-in in any of the updates. Because that is a very, very big thing. That is like pop-in any other game is kind of whatever, but in this game in particular, when you're traveling at fast speeds across the open world,
Yeah,
very,
especially for a game that's supposed to be, like, oh wow, look over there, I want to go to that. Like, you can't really see a whole lot in front of you.
Yeah.
yeah,
You can kind of get away with it in games like Breath of the Wild, where you can't fucking get over there in like 30 seconds.
right.
Or you have to get a vantage point and then glide down. And it takes you a long time to get where you want to go. And you get distracted half of the time anyway. This game doesn't really have that.
Because
I
because
very
Sonic is
much agree with that critique of the pop-in.
Yeah, it is very, very problematic. Just like a lot of the game's construction is very, very poor. Like that health bar calculating system, it is terrible.
The progression with the RPG mechanics, yeah.
Yeah, it's
not very well done.
It is very uncalculated. That's the thing. Remember that Supreme boss fight, level 40?
Yeah, I want to see the 99. I need to go look up a video after this of the 99 damage run of Supreme.
I need to find
Because
a level 1.
you would probably like two-shot him, man.
Yeah.
Take the name Supreme seriously. It's just think of,
You just replace his
I think
on the
of
name.
Taco Bell and Supreme Bricks and
The crowbar.
the crowbar.
I'm thinking about you put up his health bar, but you replace the name with just the Supreme logo. God.
But yeah. Yeah, I really like playing this game again and again because of that gameplay loop that it has. It is just very rough around the edges and all of its construction.
It's rough around the edges and not in the fun Bethesda way.
Right.
In the very aggravating Sega team way. So.
It's But yeah, we'll just see where this series goes from here. Sonic Superstars comes out soon. That's going to be its own thing apart from the 3D games where people have more interest in, I feel. So we'll just see what happens next, especially with that last cutscene being we're going off into better and new horizons. Whatever that means for this franchise. We'll just have to see.
I mean, to be fair, Sonic Team's been kind of we've been getting some good shit. We got Sonic Prime, we got Sonic Frontiers, we got the Sonic movies.
I can't
and like
Amazon Prime.
We got Sonic Mania. We got Sonic Origins was questionable. I'll say that, but it wasn't awful. And it's definitely better with Sonic Mania or Sonic Origins Plus.
We got Sonic 06.
Buddy, I was talking about like post 2020, like
yeah,
Sonic
but we
content.
did get it. You can't deny that.
Yeah, I hope like we can enjoy this Sonic Renaissance for as much as we can, and then be disappointed in a couple of years. Again,
I know.
I hope Sega redeems themselves. It would be nice.
Yeah, Final Horizon never happened.
Oh, speaking of Sega, though, I got myself a Sega Genesis. I'm gonna be playing the classics on that one.
Oh, nice.
Kind of high.
Yeah.
I'm hyped to not have to play the broken physics version of Sonic 3.
Super Smash Brothers.
But yeah,
why didn't they put Eggman in that game?
I don't know. But as for the Final Horizon DLC, we'll get to that at a much later time.
Yeah.
After I've played through it, mastered it, and don't rip my hair out from it anymore.
Unless you want me to do it this time.
Really turn Sonic into a Souls game.
What does DLC stand for? Dick.
Downloadable content.
Dick loving cock.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm not wrong.
It does not stand for Dick Lover's Cock.
Yes, it does.
It does not.
It does. It has it plastered all over Final Horizon.
True.
We'll get to it soon enough. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the Sonic Frontiers playthrough. We'll get back to you soon enough, but please subscribe to our channel for other better Sonic games.
You have to subscribe. You have to, or I'm gonna come find you.
I will find your house.
Inbox is the best channel on YouTube.
Exactly. Alrighty then.
All right.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.